Hello folks, how are you all doing? Welcome to this 7th episode of Safely Escaping Narcissistic Abuse. You clicked on this video because you or someone you know is ready to leave their narcissistic abusive relationship. But it feels like an impossibly high wall to climb, mainly because of a lack of a support system. You cry for help, but no one is coming to save you. Why is this shocking truth of abandonment so prevalent in most of narcissistic abuse relationships? My name is Inyololawi. In this video, using knowledge from published academia articles, my PTSD coach, personal experiences, other research, and my trauma coach, I will shed light on why, one, finding support is difficult for narc abuse, but I will tell you what the experts say to find support when you do not see it where you sought for it. Now, before we continue this video, I must take this time to leave the disclaimer. Permission is not granted to link or share this video for the sole purpose of alleging that I or any of my future guests claim that this video is to be used for clinical care. This must be seen as empowerment, education, and mostly a general understanding of narcissism. With that being said, let's jump into today's video. Victims of narcissistic abuse often find themselves in a place where they cannot find support, even when they reach out to friends, family, or co-workers. These challenges can be compounded when, rather than get support, they're berated, or worse, narcs are chosen and supported over the victim. But why is that? Why does that happen more often than not? So what are you supposed to do? You're ready to escape your narcissistic abusive relationship. You need support. But support is often missing. Why? Let's talk about it. One of the reasons that support does not come to narc victims is this. While you are ready to tell the world about what you've gone through, and you're ready to finally tell your side of the story, your narc has already gone out there to friends, to family, to loved ones in your circle to put you in a very unflattering light without your awareness of it. Narcissistic abuse is often insidious and hidden. Many narc victims and survivors says others tend to not believe them when they share what they have gone through or the extent of the abuse, especially because narcissists are very, very skilled at appearing as competent, the victim, and so charming. Those that are close to the victim may not realize the manipulation, and they are often pulled in by the narcissist's charisma. In a 2019 Psychology Today article published by author Peg Strip, listen to what she says. Among the things most experts agree on is that narcissists never go quietly into the night. They do not simply disappear from view, but instead practice the scorched earth policy, leaving nothing but the burnt wreckage of relationships and sometimes reputations. That's very heartbreaking. It feels very unjust because it is. Like Dr. Ramney, who is actually the leading clinical psychologist on narcissism, says, all smear campaigns are designed and result in ruining your reputation. It feels you can never get ahead of it, and it can change your life. Here is the even more heartbreaking part. This is standard in most narcissistic abuse relationship. The victim is ready to talk after years of protecting their relationships, But the narcissists have gone out there and told the world lies about the victim and planted seed of deception in their loved ones, their family members, and other people in the victim's circle. A second challenge that narc victims face when they're finally ready to speak up and get the support is that from the jump, narcissists are skilled at isolating victims from their loved ones. The sole purpose of isolation is to cause the victim to start to doubt their own reality, question their own memory, and their judgment. In other words, when the victim is ready to speak up, they can't remember their own experiences because it happened in isolation. When you're finally ready to break free from your isolation, you are unable to express the extent of your abuse. It is hard for you to explain what has been happening and the extent of the abuse. So though you're ready to speak up, maybe you've even spoken up, the struggle still remains. How do you coherently explain what has been happening? How do you vehemently show the seriousness of what has happened? It's nearly impossible. Justifying your fears is riddled with a term called brain fog. Let me tell you how Dr. Ramney explained this phenomenon called brain fog from one of her teachings in 2021. When you're going through narcissistic abuse, you're always tired. Always. It actually sucks because everyone says, yes, I'm tired. Yes, I'm tired. But for you, you're tired even when you're getting enough sleep. Fatigue and brain fog, they suck. It leaves you feeling all the time that we're on our B game, even when we're doing the work. We're not mentally equipped. We're not physically on point. You feel that your memory is not working well. This makes sense because you're under so much stress. To everyone out there saying, if they had come to me, I would have supported them. Possibly. But here's a third critical problem that narcissistic abuse victims face as they're seeking support. Fear of retaliation. Victims of narcissistic abuse are often worried about the response of the narc if they speak up. There's a true fear there because they are afraid, based on their experiences, that the abuse will actually escalate if they reach out to other people. From personal experiences, both the smear campaign and the escalation of the abuse was the reason why at the end of 2023, I packed my children and I without letting anyone know, and I fled to a DV shelter. Like the expert from Psychology Today, Dr. Claire Jack says, in her 2020 article, 7 Steps to Escaping Narcissistic Abuse, if you tell your narc abuser that you're leaving, they will do everything in their power to make you stay. They will lie, beg, promise to change, and threaten, doing anything in their power to make you change your mind. No matter what they say as you announce your departure, they're not going to change. The problems that narc victims face when they're seeking support to escape the narcissistic abuse is much more than the 3 that I've shared in this video. However, because of time, I'm not going to go into more details. The good news is my ebook, First the Sweet, Then the Sour, Unmasking the Narcissist, which is coming out on the week of our 10th episode, which is in about 3 weeks, will shed more light onto why it's so difficult for you to live at this point. Also, if you want to support narc victims, this will also help you understand what your narc victim friends are going through or have gone through. Okay, now that we've talked about the reason why it's so hard to leave, what do you do then? You've tried this, you faced with this problem. What do? Do you just stay? Can you still get out without the support that you've been seeking? Yes, I will show you 2 of possible support systems that you can develop. And in my book, you can read even more. Number 1, build a new support system. Over time, narc victims have to realize that it is time to build a new system that will support you, a new group of people that will support you, that are listeners that would not blame you as a victim, that are empathetic, and that willing to give you the resources that you need to safely escape and not shame you into staying in a relationship that is not safe for you. Number 2, as suggested by Claire Jack of Psychology Today in her 2021 article, the same one titled 7 Steps to Escape Narcissistic Abuse, is to seek professional help. For me, my clients, and other narc victims and survivors, this has been such a major way to help escape narcissistic abuse. Professional help can give you a way to put words into what you have experienced, to help you navigate out through the darkness of what you are going through. This, according to Dr. Ramney, is one of the best things that you can do for you. My ebook, First the Sweet, Then the Sour, Unmasking the Narcissist, will give you more strategy, 4 more strategies to be exact. So make sure you are here on the 10th episode so you can get the link for it. And to make sure that you don't miss it, make sure 1, you're subscribed if you haven't already. And if you are subscribed, click on the notification bell so that you'll be the first to know when the next episodes come out. Speaking of the next episodes, in episode 8 and 9, we're going to focus on 3 key plans that must be in place before you exit your unsafe relationship. And we'll also talk about how to make sure that, unlike me, who had to go back one more time before I finally left, that you don't go back. Because unfortunately, many narc victims go back into the relationship and never make it back out. Keep watching these episodes. I am here for you. We will help you safely escape narcissistic abuse together. Love ya. Bye.